There's a lot of social anxiety about. People who identify as, oh, I got social anxiety, I'm socially anxious. I don't think you realize that if you actually look at most people, most people are fucking socially anxious in their own kind of way. I used to feel like I'm socially anxious, I got social anxiety, but really it's like, I feel like I'm actually more capable of talking to people than most people are that would not identify as being socially anxious. Like, maybe you're not socially anxious with your friends, but can you just strike up a conversation with a stranger? It's something I'm learning to do, something I'm trying to push myself a bit more to just engage with people more, man. Like, this is what the world is missing. We're all in this together. We got to help one another. And I'm new to this. I'm still learning. I'm a fucking infant when it comes to this. But most people aren't even fucking born yet when it comes to this. I see a lot of people who have developed really good social skills, people skills and that. But, you know, like, we think we're like the only ones with problems, but like, everybody just keeps it under wraps, you know. Everybody's fucking suffering. People just don't let on how much they're suffering. There's this implicit suffering that people don't talk about. The suffering of just being a human, you know, and being in a society with all the fucking rules and regulations, you know. Life is fucking hard as a human in the Western world. And we think we're the only ones experiencing that. I mean, obviously, perhaps intellectually we're like, oh, no, I know, like, a lot of people are having a hard time. But, like, you know, you think you're kind of, like, unique. You know, you got, like, this kind of individual suffering. Oh, this is my own problems. Like, no one really experiences this kind of suffering like I do. How do you know? You see, a lot of actually, I think, what kind of suffering we each experience, the language we have, the English language or whatever language, there aren't words for it. And so no one can talk about it. Right? Everybody's feeling like this very similar thing, but no one can talk about it because there aren't words for it. We haven't communicated it yet. We haven't created the language yet. So anyway, like, every human is human. Every human fucking experiences the same kind of emotions, same kind of loss. Everybody experiences loss and grief. Throughout your life, you can have people coming in and going in and out of your life, people dying, losing things, getting sick, you know, all this kind of stuff. So, we got to stop thinking that we're so separate from other people. We got to stop thinking that we're so different than other people, or special, or more superior or more inferior than other people. And you got to start You're literally God. You are literally divinity. You are literally reality, existence, everything. You are everything. You're the most important thing there is. And you gotta start fucking treating yourself like that. This is not a metaphor or some exaggeration or some kind of, false words of encouragement. Like, what are you if you're not reality? Like, sure, it may be useful to conceive of yourself as this little separate person in reality. You might want to construct that concept in order to do something, operate, get something done, create something. But like, ultimately, like, it's only reality. What are you if you're not reality? What, you think you think you're a separate person from reality? You think you're a person in reality? Again, it can be useful to conceive of it like that, but like, there's only reality. All the thoughts you have is reality. The decisions you make is reality. The taste of a cookie is reality. Feelings of depression is reality. Anxiety is reality. You're not special in feeling anxiety, and it's not my anxiety. It's anxiety. Reality created anxiety. Reality is anxiety. Anxiety is reality. Sensations are happening. Reality says it's okay. Reality is itself, and reality says, this is okay, this is me, this is it, this is... all these kinds of implicit sufferings that no one really talks about, this kind of very subtle sensations that you get when you fucking, eat too much sugar, or you sleep in too much, or whatever. Like, these very subtle sensations that just cause this kind of discomfort. It's very implicit, we don't talk about it, and we think like, oh, this is very unique to me, or like, oh, why do I keep suffering? But it's like, this is how the human body is. This is reality just being reality. I don't know if I'm really getting my point across, if I'm making any sense, but it's okay. Everything that is experienced, reality says it's okay to be experienced. Why? Because it is being experienced. It's kind of hard to explain that, but that's like, anything that's been experienced, reality says, yep, okay, you think you're this thing, like, I'm this person I'm going to this destination, I'm doing this thing, I'm thinking this thing. It's all just happening. And in no way am I in that state all the time. In no way do I remember that all the time. But this is like, something that we've got to work on to remember. Remember that this right now is reality doing itself. Where can you go? What? There's no escape. This body that has these sensations, there's no inside or outside, there's just reality. I can't explain it. And I'm not really in that kind of state right now, not really. But anyway, the point that I wanted to get across in this video is like, appreciate people, compliment people. Be the person that you want humanity to be. Be the person that you want people to be to you. Do you want someone like, you're walking across the street, you know, maybe you're feeling a bit self-conscious about what you're wearing, but it's like, oh, I got this kind of new jacket, you know, I don't know how it looks, I think it's okay, but imagine someone walks past you and is like, hey man, nice jacket, it's a sick jacket. You'll be like, fuck yeah, cool. You know, someone's seen me, you know, I'm seen in the world, you know. It's like, I'm not just fucking invisible. You know, I did this today. Walking along the street, and I was like, this guy's wearing a cool jacket. This guy's wearing a jacket that I would wear, Harrington jacket. And I was like, hey man, nice jacket. He was like, thanks dude. We both came away feeling positive. And this is very, just one small little compliment, but you don't know how massive, what kind of massive impact that has. I go away smiling, he goes away smiling. Then every interaction that I have after that, every interaction that he has after that, is going to be a positive one. You know what I mean? And it's this ripple effect. Just one tiny little compliment boosts someone's mood, and that boost of a mood is going to ripple out into their daily activities. And people want to be in a world where they are appreciated, where they're seen for their efforts, and you know what I mean? And again, this is something I'm like literally just learning. Like I've always like, everybody fucking intuitively knows this, but it's like, you know, it takes courage because we've been conditioned to be fucking selfish, you know? But we're not supposed to be like this, you know? Everybody's like, has a very strong opinion on something. Right or left, you know? Good or bad, right or wrong. Fucking forget that. It doesn't matter. We're all humans, yes. Not everybody, you're not gonna vibe with everybody, right? You're not gonna be friends with everybody. That's not the point. But like, everybody is reality. You, divinity, everybody is. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be friends with everybody. You're not designed to. This body-mind is set up to vibe with other people that you vibe with, right? But be kind to one another. We're all the fucking same, man. And yeah, it takes courage. It takes getting out of your fucking head. And it takes remembering. And it takes presence and being calm. And it just... everybody's doing the best that they can, you know, and just very little things, you know, little helping in little ways, brightening someone's day by asking how their day is. Right, you're at a cash register, you know, you're buying something. How's your day going? Smile, you know? Every little thing helps. And like, in the past I used to think like, oh, fuck this compassion shit. Cheesy, cringy, compassion, ooh, love everybody, you know? Like, I mean, obviously sometimes when I would be like, oh yeah, I just want to like love everybody, you know, like we're all one, I want to get into that state. But like, in the past it's just always like, oh, you know, no one understands me, and it's like, you know, people, you know, just being judgmental and shit, and like, I don't know, man, it's just, see, there's nothing really to do, like, people are so rushed, people are rushing a lot. And people in their heads, they say, I don't have time for this, I don't have time to converse with people. I've already planned what I'm going to do today. I've already planned that I'm going to walk to the bus stop, sit down and wait for the bus and put my earphones in. I don't have time for this person that wants to ask me how my day is going. Like, I don't want that. Like, I've already planned in my mind that I was going to just sit at the bus stop, put my earphones in, listen to music. This person is interrupting my day. But like, be open. Where are you going that's so important? This is what's important. Connecting now. Living now. And again, I'm still fucking learning this, but the past few days I've just been more social, and it's a great source of fucking happiness, you know. A lot of people are lonely these days, and you know, people are thinking about it too selfishly. I know I have, and I still tend to sometimes, where you're thinking like, oh, how do I get friends? Like, how do I not be lonely? It's such a like a selfish thing. It's like, how do I gain? How do I gain? Fuck the world. I just want the thing. It's a wrong way of thinking about it. Instead of thinking like, how can I get people? How can I get friends? How can I stop being alone? Start appreciating other people instead. It's a different mindset. Anyway, here's some just ideas, some things I've been thinking about. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. You know, it's fearful to talk to people sometimes, you know. Scary. Get the butterflies. And it's fucked up that this is kind of the way things have gone, you know. But like, don't beat yourself up about it, because really it's not your doing. We've all just been conditioned this way. We've been conditioned to feel so anxious when speaking to people. And it's because we've been really conditioned to believe that we're this like separate person, separate from everybody else, separate from reality. And that we're different from other people, and that, you know, people are judgmental and scary and all this kind of shit. So most people have this perception of the world being this kind of threat. But that's just a perception. And perhaps, you know, people are doing fucked up shit. Perhaps people will judge you. But underneath it is you. Underneath it is this self. Underneath it is this love. You know you're a good person deep down. You know that maybe, you know, you got trauma, you're a bit fucked up, you know, you got some hatred going on, but you know that you're a good person. Like, you know why you have hatred and shit. If you feel hatred, frustration, anger, you understand why this is. And it's about the other thing is that you wouldn't feel hatred or anger if you didn't care. If you didn't care about yourself, if you didn't care about the world. There's anger at the world because you care about it. You care about yourself and others. Deep down, deep down, there's good there. There's good in everyone. And you got to pierce through their facade of thinking that there's something other than goodness, other than reality, God, divinity, whatever you fucking want to call it, man. This. So, yeah. I hope this was some value. And I know it's fucking hard, man. To break out of this comfort zone and shit. But just know, you know, you are worthy of this shit, you know? I don't know. I'm not great with words of encouragement and shit. But, you know, yeah. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you so desire about anything. Give it a like, subscribe, I don't know, do what you want, you know, get that algorithm going. I don't fucking know, man. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.